Howdy folks, welcome to Meandering Across America. We recently went on a cruise on the Disney Dream cruise ship and we stayed in Stateroom 8186. Well, in this video we're going to talk about that room 8186. Stateroom 8186 is a deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda that is located at the aft of the ship. My in-laws stayed in room 8184, located directly next to our 8186. The 8184 was a deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda accessible. We have a separate video related to that huge accessible room. But again, this video is about stateroom 8186. So let's get to the details from the Disney website. So the deluxe ocean view stateroom with veranda, this 8186, is noted here. It says it's the perfect home away from home. This type of room features generous square footage and a private place to admire the view. As you can see, this type of stateroom is all over the ship, but this is the one at the very aft of the ship, and this is the one where the veranda is a little bit longer than the normal verandas that are on the side of the ship. Specifications, as noted, says it sleeps 3 to 4. The size is 246 square feet, including the veranda. Honestly, the veranda on this one is a little bit larger. Room configuration is a queen bed, a single sleeper sofa, and an upper berth pull down that you can have if you had children there. And the view is a private veranda. The amenities noted are just your common amenities on a Disney cruise ship. The 22-inch flat screen TV, the little TV, honestly, that they have in these rooms. There is a refrigerator in the room. There is an in-room safe. So those are the various amenities that you have, just very common to all those. But there are the H2O products there still, and that's a definite bonus, but we do know those are going away. Related to design, it says Disney Cruise Line has thought of everything to ensure first-rate comfort and convenience during your voyage. Deluxe Ocean View Stateroom with veranda design includes these various items noted: a sitting area with a couch, TV, and desk, a heavy privacy curtain to separate the sitting and the sleeping areas, and of course that split bathroom. We will be showing that split bathroom here in a bit. One additional thing to note related to design, it speaks here to the fact that kids delight. A mural of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and Wendy and her brothers soaring through the starry sky reveals itself if you have that drop-down bed from the ceiling. So that's pretty cool. We didn't have it coming down, but that's what they would see if that is dropped down from the ceiling. Now, related to the veranda, this specific private balcony does have patio furniture. We did have chairs and a table, as well as the other lounge chairs that you have in this extended balcony room as well. But it's really cool because we were able to have the balcony next to us as well in that handicapped room that is just very, very broad in nature. And we'll show you that as we're showing you the pictures along the way. We did have a white wall railing here. We don't have the plexiglass in this portion of the ship. Alright, so let's take a walk around the room, this room 8186 on the Disney Dream. So here we are walking up to our room 8186. You get your keys off the fish extender, that item over there that looks like a fish, the 8186, and you open them up, and you can open the door at that point there. Here is the adjoining room that you'll see, 8184, that's directly next to us, that our in-laws are in, and we'll have the door we can open inside. So here we are walking in. You see it's a little cramped right here, but this is very common for one of these cruise rooms, especially here on the Disney Dream and the Fantasy, both of which are very similar to each other. Now on this given cruise, this was a Halloween on the High Seas cruise, and we did get that package, and that's what's on the bed here. That comforter and the pillow and the murals and so forth that are hanging down. Very cool additional cost item there. We have a separate video related to that, but it was something very nice to have on a cruise like this because you're not going to go on a Halloween on the High Seas cruise all the time. But that's the queen bed there, and it's raised up so you can put your luggage under it. I'm walking back now towards the front door, and I'm realizing you got to have a card in this little holder right here for the lights to come on. There's the lights, of course. So we normally just keep another card with us So we're able to put it in there like an old Hampton card or some other card from another hotel. Again, that package and what's on the bed is something we purchased separately. We had the fear of missing out on some previous cruises. On a Christmas cruise, we went on a very maritime cruise. So we decided, let's go ahead and give that a shot and get that. And we did, and we're very happy that we did. It's something that we can pull out in years to come and definitely remember our cruise. So here we are going into the second portion of the room. You can see the desk there and the TV that's welcoming us. Those are the bags you get if we are a Castaway Club Silver. This was actually the cruise that's gotten us to, I believe, gold, so we're now gold. We got some water before we got on there. We also got a couple of other things. That Cloud and Blue is kind of like a fancy apple juice. It's very, very good. I'm glad we did get that. That was kind of awesome. Over here we also got the robe package, something I highly recommend. It was about $120, but if you bought those robes individually down at the gift shop, they're a lot more. So that's the desk. Over here is the little table and the little sofa, as well as you'll see the picture that you'll see standing. But that sofa folds up into becoming a bed, a very solid little bed. So something, if you have somebody that's going to sleep on there, it's a fairly solid thing. There you see the curtain that's in between the bed, the two beds. If you have someone that's sleeping on this side and in the bed, you can see the separation that you have right there. Kind of cool. Now, as you can see right here, we are in the aft. We're at the very back of the ship here, and you can see that this is an extended. It goes a little bit further out, this specific veranda. So there's two lounge chairs there, as well as two chairs and a table. The thing about this, though, and you can tell I'm having an issue getting the child lock off or whatever there. The issue is here, this was a very rainy cruise. So if we wanted to, we could have sat out here under that covering and then gone out a little bit further. We were sailing out of Miami on this specific cruise, and that's what you see in the background is Miami. Now what we're doing here is taking a peek over to that veranda that's on 8184, the one our in-laws have, and you can see it's very, very long. Ours is a little bit longer lengthwise, but theirs is very wide, I guess is the way that you can put theirs. And once you take the two, we had a very long veranda that we could have used. The sad part is it rained almost the entire time. So that was the negative part. We were rushing away from Hurricane Ian, trying to get away from it. When we left the port this day at the Port of Miami, it was raining cats and dogs. It had already been raining, but it was going to be raining much, much more. In the entire cruise, that seemed to be the issue that we had, was a lot of rain. But I hope you can see maybe this veranda would be something for you. You would definitely get those lounge chairs, something you would not get in many rooms. Now right here you can see the chair that you can get you can put your makeup on there or dry your hair. You can see the drawers that are located right there. There were also some cabinets back there that were kind of good for you to use. You can unpack your clothing and put it in there. And then once you unpack your clothing, put it in there and put it in the closets over that we're going to be looking at in a moment, you can then put your suitcases under the bed. Plenty of room, plenty high enough for you to be able to put your luggage under the bed. The next thing we're looking at here is one of the split bathrooms. The first portion of it that you're going to go into is the portion that has the sink as well as the bathtub and the shower in it. As you will see here, that's if you have children, I could see this being a major bonus. It's good to have the split bathroom as well, because somebody can get ready in the other bathroom or just go to the bathroom and use the other one while whoever is showering and getting ready in that way could be in this one. Here is the other part of the split bathroom that has another sink as well as the toilet contained in it. Here you see the H2O products just like in the shower as well. These are not huge, but at least they're split. To me, I've always found these as a bonus. I wish more cruise ships would split these two instead of cramming you into one. Now here's one of the closets. You can see the hangers there. You can put things in the floor. There is the safe. To me, there's plenty of room for what you're doing there. Also, Here's a bag. This laundry bag, we've been told by folks that if you accidentally take that or take it on purpose, I believe you're charged something like 25 bucks for this laundry bag. So if you move it to the side or do something, make sure you put it back, or you might see a charge on your room. Additionally, there's little items over there. It looks like a ladder. That's for the bed that comes down, and there's also some more hangers and such in it. Now here we can see us looking across into that connecting room 8184 that is the accessible room that my in-laws had. You can see that it is such a huge room. You want to check out that separate video related to this accessible room, especially if it's one that you think that you may need to get for yourself or for someone else that you know. So we're going back into the room here, and we're also in a moment going to go outside and look at that veranda. So when we get out and look at that veranda, we're actually out at sea at this time, but we're out in this veranda for 8186. We have stayed in room 10166 on the Disney Fantasy. That's up above. It's the biggest, longest balcony that we've ever had. This one is long as well, and it's long enough to have actually, you know, the two chairs as well as the table, as well as the two loungers that you see right there. If it were a cruise where we didn't have all the rain, we would have spent time out here. But in this cruise, we had a lot of rain. As you can see, it was standing water, and it wasn't even raining there at that point, so that was an issue. Also, you'll see that open door that you can open up between rooms, between our room 8186 and 8184 there. The issue with that, as you can see by that little table sitting there, is that that door would beat. It would open and close and open and close at night, and you're wondering what can be done. So if you have them open it, just beware. You might have that issue of that door beating. Furthermore, this is the room 8184 balcony. It's a very wide balcony. Ours is long. That one is very wide. When you put them together, pretty nice. But folks, that is our tour of room 8186. You might also want to check out this tour of 8184 that I will link here at the end. Until next time, happy meandering.